Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I have my two lovely ladies here, Natisha and Melissa, were gracious enough to be on time and join me this morning. So today I want to talk about value proposition, right? What is a value proposition? Well, a value proposition is something of value you're going to propose to your clients. It could be something of a specific service you give. It could be um, um, doing like, setting market statistics. It could be any one of those things where we have some type of value, instant value that we're able to give our clients, whether they're a buyer, seller, renter, but we have something of value to give them, whether it's like home tips, whether it's the home buying process, whatever it could be, we have to find and figure out what it is, right? What are some things of value that we can give that we can use in our business. So it's important to have a value proposition so that you don't sound like 80% or 85, 90% of the other agents who introduce themselves, right? So so here's a quick activity, right? I want you both to tell me what you say when you give someone your business card.
What I said?
Yes, what are you currently saying? Here's my business card. What's the follow?
What do I say? I usually like, here's my business card. If you're looking for anything in real estate, give me a call. Um, Before, how do I put it? I would like, tell, tell someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows. I'll be doing that at my
Right.
job all day long. I'm just in a general conversation. I'm like, oh, by the way, did I tell you? So I'm always pulling them out. I have them in
Right.
my pocket, and
Right.
I try to give it out to everyone that I am in constant contact with at work.
Right.
Tell someone if you don't know, you don't need it. Tell someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone else all day. So that's what I
That's good. Natisha?
Recently, mine have been, oh, did I tell you I got my real estate license this summer and I'm available if you need anything, buying, selling. And then recently you reminded me about investing. So are you buying, selling, or
Mhm.
investing in real estate? Here's my card.
Right. And what if I told you that's what the whole industry sounds like?
Well, yeah.
You guys sound like everybody else,
Okay.
right? That's what everybody is saying. Oh, yeah, here's my card. If you want to buy, sell, or invest, please call me. That's it, right? End of conversation. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to talk about, right? We end the conversation before they even get a chance to say anything to us. So what if we changed it, right? What if we said, here's my business card, right? Here's my business card. What do you think of the market? What if we say, here's my business card. Do you mind if I sent you some market reports if you're interested in buying? Like, do we know what they may be interested in? Do we ask what they may be interested in? Right? Did we go through a little bit of conversation before we handed them our business card to just see? Right? We got to gauge sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good. Yes, you want to give out your business card to everybody you meet and see, but it's also good to get their contact information because they're not going to use your business card. That business card is going to go in their pocket until they get home and they empty their pocket and go, I don't need this business card for anything, and they throw it away. You're not making it to the fridge. I'm sorry to tell you. You're not going in the Rolodex, right? We're because we didn't establish our connection with our client. We just handed them a card and told them to call us if they thought about one of these three things. Right?
Yep.
Right. So what we want to do is we want to give them something of value, right? We want to show them some services we provide. So here's my question to you. What are some services that you can provide outside of buying, selling, or investing? What are some things you can do for your clients beside those three things as a real estate agent? What other services can we provide? Take a second.
Like giving them the information, giving them the market information, or
Right. That's a service. That's one.
Well, I've been talking to them about Napa.
NACA is another one, right? Being informed on different programs in the market, right?
Mhm.
That's another one, right?
Mhm.
Sending them, like you said, sending them market reports is a good one. Sending them a CMA, right? You can do a CMA to someone's that's not selling. They just might want to know what their home value is worth.
Okay.
So how about I send you a CMA just so you can know what your house is worth right now? You don't have to sell it. This is not for you to sell. This is just for you to know, right? That's a service. We could send them CMAs. We could send buyers first time home buyer information if they are a first time home buyer, or we could just send them current mortgage information, right? We have Montgomery Mortgage in our office. Viva has tons of information for all types of loans that she does. So we can be a mortgage servant, right? Where we're just giving them hang on. Where we're just giving them value, right? These are services that we can actually use and we can showcase to them. We also can do things like let's say they're looking for a landscaper. We can find a landscaper for them, right? We can find a home inspector for them. We can find a handyman for them. We can find a lawyer for them. We can find anything they would need from us to do, right? So, so today I want you guys to go over um, some services that you can provide in your business, right? What are five? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down. I want you to create a list of 5 ways you can service your clients. 5 different ways you can service your clients.
Ah,
Melissa, you getting a pen?
yep. Like, I don't have a pen.
Okay. So we're going to do a list of 5 ways you can service your clients. You can service, right? We're just thinking of ways like, right? Come up with the ideas of what you can do, right? And then you're going to, out of that list, you're going to pick 5 of those things, right? Or you're going to pick 5 services that you're going to provide in your business. It doesn't have to be 5, it could be 2, it could be 3, but it just has to be something, right? That here's what I'm going to do outside buy, sell, or invest, right? I can offer them something of value right now. What is that value? What is that proposition? What does that look or sound like? Hey, here's my business card, right? What's the rest? What are my services? I'm not going to tell them buy, sell, or invest. They know that already. I'm a real estate agent. That's what we all do. We all can help you buy, sell, or invest. But I can help you if you wanted to, if you wanted to know how much your home was worth right now. You wanted to know your current home value. I could send you market reports just for your neighborhood so you can know what the average days on market is and the average home price is. I can send a buyer the same thing. I could send you neighborhood nurture for the area that you might be interested in moving to, right? I'm not going to start sending you lists of properties and stuff. We haven't gotten there yet. But I can be of service to you before I'm of service to you, right? That's where we want to be. That's the space we want to play in because it builds that more connection, right? It starts to build that trust. It builds that relationship in order to get up to getting that deal signed, right? Getting that listing agreement signed, getting that buyer agency agreement signed, right? We have to work up to that. It doesn't just happen, right? Everything that we do has to have a system. So from the time you talk to someone, from the time you give them your business card, what does your flow chart look like after that? Right? So we have to start thinking of our system, right? Because we got to move systematically. We have to move in this direction, right? We can't go we have to know where we're going before we get there, if that makes sense.
hmm
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right. Right. So what you want to do is you want to have your processes already paved out. So I know what to do when I'm on the phone with someone. I know what to do when I'm speaking in front of someone, right? I know what to do when I hand someone my business card. I know how to follow up with them after I hand them my business card. I know what value proposition I have for them, right? So these are the things that we're just going to that you need to drive home and you need to have ready for yourself, right? So all right, we did that, we did that. Um, so you also want to, so let's go around real quick. And I want all of you to try this, but I want you to add a value proposition to the end of your introduction. So I want you to introduce yourself as a real estate agent, and I want you to tell me a service that you possibly could provide. Natisha, I see your eyes in the air. You thinking real hard. It's simple. It's simple. I promise. Melissa, you want to go first?
I'm trying to think. Only in real estate?
So I'm you just met me, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're talking for a hot second, and you go to give me your business card.
Um,
What are you saying?
hmm. I, I'm not even sure. I'm trying to think. I really can't. Um, um, I'm not.
Rashmi, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. So here I'll give you an example. Here's my business card, right? I'm in conversation with this person. We're talking, and the time comes for me to, hey, what do you do? I'm in real estate. And I pull out the good old business card, right? Oh, well, I'm a real estate agent. Boom. And I'm gonna say what you guys say. Oh, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, give me a call. Right? You see how I'm moving? My body language is like
Mhm.
whatever, right? Because you don't really care about that. There's no value in that. We're not on it. As opposed to saying, here's my business card. If you're looking for any market statistics or I can help you in any way real estate related, would you mind if I took down your contact information so I can send you some stuff? See my
Send out
body
a
language? You see
send
Mhm.
out
that body language?
yes.
You see how straightforward that was straight, right? There was no just
So
right.
basically get contact information while you're passing the business card.
Right. See, that's the part we don't do. We're so focused on giving our business cards out, we don't get anything in return. How are you going to send them market reports and stuff if you don't get their information?
Right.
I'm giving you my information. It should be reciprocal. I should be able to get your information. No? Right? That makes sense. I'm giving you my contact
Mhm.
information. I should be able to get yours so I can help you. I can send you things. So I'm going to say to you, here's my business card. If you're looking if there's any way that I can help you in real estate. I'm not going to say if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest. That's the normal tagline in real estate is buy, sell, or invest. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say if I can help you, because that's what
Mhm.
they're looking for. Most people don't care about
Help.
the buy, sell, or invest. They want help. Help
Mhm.
me move. Help
Right.
me buy a house.
Right.
Help me invest. Help me rent. It's help. They don't want a service. They want help.
Got it.
So would you mind if I helped you by sending you some market reports? Would you mind if I helped you by sending you, the current value of your home? I could send you a comparative market analysis, right? We want to add something of instant value you can give to them right there on the spot, right? And you're going to say to them, well, as soon as I get back to my laptop, I'm going to send you this information. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you're going to send whatever you're going to send that very same day within the next hour or whenever you get back home. You're going to send it and you're going to text them and say, I just sent you an email. It was great meeting you today. I just sent you an email with some information.
Yep.
That's it. And then you put them into your contacts and then you start your follow-up system, right? Now we're going to see, we're going to gauge, where they are in the situation. Are they hot? Are they warm? Are they cold lead? Right? Which part are they in? We have to figure that part out. So the only way to figure that part out is in the follow-up. We have to have the conversations. We have to be on it, right? We have to do our jobs. Because it's not going to come from your initial meetup. If you walk up to somebody and they ask what you do, when you hand them your business card and they say, actually, I'm ready to sell my house today. What should you do, Natisha? You should go play the lottery because you're the luckiest person on the planet. Okay? Because that doesn't happen.
Mhm.
That never happens. Okay? It'll probably never happen to any of us. Okay?
Anyone, right.
Right. It's one of two things, okay? Either they about to scam you, okay, or you super lucky. I don't know which one it is, but it's either one of those, okay?
Hmm.
So we have to get better at being able to service our potential clients right when we first meet them. Because why would you're going to wait until they want to buy, sell, or invest to do something for them? But they would
Right.
have to, right? Where's the connection, right? Where's the relationship being formed? Where is there some type of trust being formed? Because they have to trust you. They're about to give you their house to sell, or they're about to trust you and you're about to help them buy a house. They have to trust you. They have to trust your judgment. They have to trust your word. They have to trust that you're going to be responsible and stick to your fiduciary duties. They have to trust all of this stuff. They have to trust you. So you have to build that trust. That trust isn't just an overnight thing, right? How long is it taking you to trust somebody?
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh, wow.
People I still don't trust. Okay.
That part.
So what we have to do is we have to find the ways to build trust with our clients, trust with our new clients, trust with clients that we just met. And we have to do this by being of service right away, doing something that most agents aren't doing. Like I said, most agents are doing exactly what you guys just said. Here's my card. Are you want to buy, sell, or invest? Little, little, little do people know that most agents, um, are ready to service, right? They are ready to serve. But we get so fumbled up in what everyone else is doing, we end up sounding like everybody else, right? It just seems like it's just in the nature, right? To just go with what everyone else is doing, right? It's just the flow of the flow. So we have to be different. We have to be way different. We have to be one of a kind. We have to be unique in this business of conformity, because everyone's doing the same things. Everyone's doing speaking the same exact way. But then you have those in the top 1% who you would ask that same question and they would go off. Let them listen to a top producer tell somebody they given about their business. It will change your life, because you'll hear so much like, yeah, okay, just about that action. Okay, you about to be my client. Little do you know, I already got you. Right. And that's our attitudes. That's how we have to walk into these things, as if we are the best, because we are the best. You have to be the best in order to do this. You cannot be mediocre in this business. You cannot afford to be mediocre in this business. You have to stand out in any way you can. So if that's your conversation, right? If that's your initial conversation of handing someone your business card and going through the motions of your services, that's different than what everyone else is doing. So we have to remain different. The other thing I want to stress to you guys is having a team of vendors. Do you have a lawyer for your deals?
No.
No, right?
No.
Who are you going to need to do a deal? A lawyer. That's buying or selling. You're going to need a lawyer. Do you have your go-to lawyer already? I do. She's been in our office for years before I even got there. And she's amazing. I've used her every transaction I've got. I call her. I'll even call her before the transaction even hits to go, Kathy, you ready? Because this is about to be another long one. She already know my transactions don't go smooth, okay? Probably had one that actually went off unhinged, but most of them are dramatic. But do you have your go-to lawyer, right? Do you have a home inspector? Right? You're gonna need a home inspector when you have your listing. Do you have a title company? Do you have a mortgage company? You're gonna need all those things. So the reason you want to work on those things now is because what do you do when you get a deal? Are you gonna be looking around trying to figure out who to call? Right? What if your person wants to close really fast? You're like, yeah, I need a super fast closing. And now you have to scramble to find them a mortgage company. You got to call a lawyer. You got to find a home inspector, right? You got to find a title company. You got to do all this running around, all this extra work, instead of just having all your pieces in place already. because you know you're going to get clients, right?
Yes.
So just having that team just from doing your own research or
Right.
reaching
Doing
out
your
to
own
people
research,
also.
or you can go into our Cornerstone group and you can ask for a referral. Hey, can you guys refer me to a good home inspector? We all have worked with home inspectors before. We all have worked with lawyers before. We all have worked with mortgage companies and title companies. Any one of us can refer one of those people to you. Absolutely. So, and if our agents are using them, then you know they're good, right? Because they're not going to tell you somebody that's doing terrible service and refer them to you. So, we don't have to worry about that area of it. But it's very important to have these pieces together
Hmm.
because all your systems have to have a flow. Everything you do should flow into the next process in the transaction, right? It should all flow. So from the time you meet them, you know their flow, right? I know what I'm going to do for this person. I know, okay, I gave them my business card. I'm going to send them some important information through their email. I'm going to put them in a smart plan where I can follow up with them for the next however months. I'm also going to send them a neighborhood nurture, put them that for a few months. I'm also going to make sure I call them at least once or twice a month, depending on how hot or cold they are, right? I may have to call them once a week, right? I may have to text them daily, right? I don't know where they are in their home selling, buying, renting process, but we have to figure that part out. So you're gonna have a system for all of that, right? How to funnel them in, right? Where to put them, how to add them, add them into a contact. You're gonna do all of these things. This is why all these systems are so important to have, because you're about to go through a few thousand people. What do you do, right? What if you go through all those numbers and they all tell you yes, right? That's 1,000 people right there. That's 1,000 transactions to deal with right there. That's 1,000 follow-up plans right there, right? That's 1,000 emails you got to send, right? So what would be your system? Would you have a system or would you go crazy? You would have a system, right? You would definitely have a system for all of that. And it wouldn't be hard for you to deal with 1,000 people because you know exactly what to do with them. One by one, I'm going to add them into command. I'm going to tag them with my smart plan. I'm going to tag them in the neighborhood nurture. After that, I'm going to make sure my smart plan is keeping up with how frequent I want to speak to this person or these people, right? Because you're going to have different smart plans for different people, right? So you're going to have your hot smart plan, right? Somebody that's 0 to 3 months. Your smart plan is going to be based off of how often you should be interacting with that person, which should be at least once a week. You should be calling or texting that person, speaking to them. You should be sending them whatever you need to send them. Actually, you're probably going to be speaking to that person a lot more than once a week. It should be more like 2 or 3 times a week to be technical. I speak to my clients when I'm in a transaction, I speak to them almost every day because I'm your new friend now. We're in this together. Because it also builds that relationship that you want to keep. Because like I said, your clients, the one time you service them is not the only time you're going to service them. Your client should be your client for the rest of their life. You should be their realtor forever. Believe it or not. That one client should be yours and no one else's for life. You should be in constant contact with that client even after you sell their home or they go by, right? So every so often, I'm going to send something to that client and just say, hey, how are you? How's the new house going? I'm going to send them something on Christmas. I'm going to send them something on Thanksgiving. I'm going to send them something on New Year's. I'm going to send them something every holiday of the year. I'm going to send them something on their birthday, their home anniversary, right? With the day we closed. I'm going to send them, oh, happy closing. We closed this day last year, right? I'm still going to be in that person's face, whether they like it or not, because I did a good job with servicing them. So I want them to tell people about me, but I have to stay top of mind with them in order for them to do that. The moment I stop talking to them is the moment they forget all about me. Let's keep it real.
Right.
How many people stop talking to you for a month and you forgot about them? Like completely. Like they were in your life for that quick instant and then they stopped speaking to you and That was it. They were gone. You don't even remember who that person is because people come in and out of your life so often. So we have to treat this the same way of saying, I'm going to be in this person's life forever, for as long as they allow me to be. Until they tell me to leave them alone, I'm going to be sending them information, right? Until they unsubscribe from my emails, I'm going to keep sending them emails. And it's not a pestering thing, right? We're not here to annoy anybody or spam anybody or things like that, but we have to stay top of mind with them. So we have to do these activities, whether we feel like we're getting on someone's nerves or not. If we are, they'll tell us, or they'll unsubscribe, or they'll figure out a way to, not want to deal with us anymore. But if we come off that way, then we lost the deal to begin with, right? Because we shouldn't be coming off pushy, annoying, anything like that. This should all be helpful. You should be looking of ways to help them. So while you have this new home that I just helped you get, I'm going to send you tips for maintaining your new home, right? I'm going to send you decorating tips during Christmas time. I'm going to send you, how to clean your gutters. You never owned a house before. You probably don't know how to clean gutters. So I'm going to show you I'm going to send you a video on how to clean gutters, how to keep up with your home maintenance, how to service your hot water heater, how to get your furnace checked, right? How to check your water pipes to make sure, everything's good in your house, things like that. So we have to figure out ways to constantly still be of service. It is extremely important that we find our services. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your other homework assignment is to find your vendor team. Find a lawyer, find a home inspector, find a mortgage company, find a title company. Now, this is just so you have them in place already, should you need them. I know exactly who to call. I don't have to Google anybody, right? I don't have to go look through reviews and see if this person is 5 stars or not. I don't have to do any of that. I have my team together already. I'm good to go. My whole process is good. That's what this is all about, is making your process. What is your process? So we have to work on that. So let's get into some quick role playing. You guys love that, right? So we are going to role play today as so I'm going to be one of the leads that you guys are going to call once you get your lists in the next few weeks. So on that list are going to be you're going to get a list of about 1,000 or so absentee owners. Absentee owners are people who own property but don't live in the property, right? So you're going to call them. So I would love to hear what you guys would say to an absentee owner. You just called, right? You didn't go through any training, no coaching, nothing like that. I'm just observing. So, Natisha, I need you to go first.
I was gonna ask you, when they ask you where did you get their number, what do you say?
I got your number from our MLS directory that shows me all absentee owners for a certain area.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
their information isn't like, super hidden unless they're on the do not call list. And even then, we can still find their information. Or you can just say, well, I'm a real estate agent. We make magic. Right? Right? Just something to get them, a little bit off of that topic. You don't really want to dive too much into how you're getting people's information because it's a little scary when you think about it. You get their home address, you can get their email, you can get their, full name, right? Their telephone number, right? It's a little bit eerie sometimes when you think of it that way. But we as agents, this is the space that we work in. So I'm able to get this information so that I'm able to service you should you need it.
And you said absentee owners, they own the property, but what?
But they don't live there.
Okay. It's vac Is it a renter? Somebody else lives there, or?
It's one of the, okay, so absentee owners do two things with their homes, right? Either they rent them out
Okay.
or they just keep it's like a second house for them.
Oh, okay.
Right. So let's say you called an absentee owner who this is a second house for them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to gauge whether they want to sell it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the basis of our conversation. That's what you're calling to find out if they want to sell that property. So, you ready?
No. Um,
That's good. That's good that you're but we have to get ready. So,
okay.
okay.
Mm.
So, ring ring, ring ring. Hello?
Hi, is this Lawrence?
Hi, yes, this is Lawrence.
Hi, my name is Natisha. I'm a realtor in Somerset County. I'm calling about your property um, on Route 27.
Uh-huh.
Do you still actually own that property?
Yes, I do.
See,
Keep
that's
going.
right.
Keep
Blank.
going. Get out your head. Keep going.
Well, I was just calling some owners to see if they are interested in maybe selling their property in the near future.
I have thought about selling my property, but I'm not, too pressed about it right now.
Okay, so what is some of your hesitation?
Um, I would say, ooh, good question. There you go. I would say probably the market right now, and I just, I come back, I use that home quite often, so it's not something that I would think about getting rid of. Maybe right now, maybe next year, maybe.
Okay, so what are you thinking about the market right now?
I think the market is okay. I mean, for buyers, it's probably not the best. But for sellers, it seems like it's pretty lucrative.
Okay, so that is true. It is pretty lucrative for sales right now. Would you mind if I sent you some market information about your home or the neighborhood?
No, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Okay, can I take down your email address
Sure.
and then I'll send it over?
Okay, great. Gives email address.
Okay, so I'll get that information together today and I'll send it over. And then if you have any questions, you can just send me an email or give me a call. My contact info will be in the email.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. Nice talking to you, Lawrence.
You too. You have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Do you see how easier it got for you towards the end? Because you knew where you were
Yeah,
going, right?
yes, yes.
You knew exactly where you were going in the conversation, which made it easier for you to talk about.
Right. I was waiting for you to
Right. You're waiting for that
like
trigger, right? You're
right,
waiting for the trigger so you can go into that part of it. But here's the question is, what if the trigger never comes? How do you still do that? Right?
right,
Well, even if we don't get the trigger, how can we still just kind of just, put that one in there real quick, right? And good job though. Great job. Once we get over the nervousness, this will be a lot easier for all of us. Let's see who else. Rashmi,
Lawrence, can I go in 5 minutes because I'm going to drop my son at the bus stop?
you got
So,
it.
yeah, sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay. Take your time.
just give me 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
sure. Yinka, what are you up to? Are you driving? Seem to always catch you in the car. Yinka is definitely driving.
No, I'm not driving today. I'm just in the
Okay.
middle, I'm just in the middle of something.
Okay, go ahead then. So Melissa, it's on you.
Oh. Okay.
So
Ring.
absentee owner, you're trying to see if I would like to sell my property. So ring ring, ring ring. Hello?
Hi, good morning. Is
Good
this
morning.
good morning? Is this Lawrence?
Yes, this is Lawrence.
Hi, good morning. My name is Melissa Kasem. I'm from Kellystone Williams Cornerstone. And I was wondering if you're trying to sell your home. I was in your neighborhood and I actually seen your home. And I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your home in the future or anything like that.
I thought about it before, but I don't think it's probably in the cards for me right now.
Can I wow. Um um can I still send you some information? So maybe when you are thinking about selling, you can give me a call.
Uh, sure, I think that would be okay.
Can I have your email so I can send you some information?
You know what? Nah, I'm okay. I changed my mind.
Why? Can I ask you why? You
No,
said you
I just thought about it. I didn't really need any market information right now. I don't really think about selling my house probably 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 for the next few years or so.
but that's okay, but you can still have the information that I'm gonna send you and you can still just look it over. You don't have to sell right away, but you can just have the information maybe to look to see what's going on in your neighborhood or see the prices. You never know.
That's true. Okay, fine. I can give you my information.
All right, thank you. I'll be
Is
sending
information?
I'll be sending it over later today.
Okay.
I will text you or send you a text letting you know to check your email so you can follow up and see if you like I said, if you have any questions or anything, you can give me a call back. Or I know it's not you said you was gonna do it in the future, but you just never know. And if you know anyone that's selling or thinking of selling, you can give them the information as well and give them my information.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great
Good job. Good job. The one thing, the one tip I will give both of you, the thing that we have to learn how to do more is to listen to our clients, right? So we want to ask them, and when we're on the phone with them, we have to ask them questions to get them to talk to us.
Okay.
We don't want to be the ones doing all the talking. Once you introduce yourself and you explain to them the reason of your call, you want to ask them what their feelings are about selling. How do you feel about selling your house? Not a do you want to sell, because we want to make this emotional, right? We want to tap into their motivation, right? Maybe it's something about that house that they just want to get rid of, right? Oh, my wife died in that house. I feel I should get rid of it, right? I feel like I can't live there anymore, right? So we have to tap in to their feelings. We have to get past what we want out of the situation, because what we want is the deal. What we want is a commission check, right? Well, that's what we want out of the deal. But what they want out of the situation is help. Think how to help first. So even when you call, so here, let's do this with me. Who's going to be my person? Natisha, you're muted.
Oh, you're calling me or
Yes, I'm going to call you.
okay. Ready.
Ready? So ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Natisha?
Yes,
Hi, Natisha. This is Lawrence. I'm a local real estate agent. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm having a wonderful day. No complaints at all. So
Mhm.
listen, the reason why I'm calling is because I see that you're an absentee owner. Is your home still vacant?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Where's your current address? Do you live in the state or are you out of the state?
I live out of state actually.
Oh, okay. What state do you live in?
I live in Delaware.
Delaware. Oh, awesome. I love Rehoboth Beach that's there. That place is awesome.
Oh yes,
So
I'm right at the beach.
right near the, oh, that's awesome. So listen, I wanted to ask you if you ever wanted to ask you how you would feel about selling your home.
Well, I haven't really thought about selling it. I wanted to keep it for a while.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. That's understandable. I mean, I would too. Right? So so I just wanted to know if it would be okay with you if I just sent you some market information just so you can be in the know for what's going on in your neighborhood. Right now, I'm calling absentee owners just to find some more inventory because, as you know, inventory is extremely low in the market, and we have tons of buyers who are ready, willing, and able who are looking for homes just as nice as yours. So would that be okay if I just sent you some market information you can just look over?
I guess so, but I really wanted to keep it because I'm sure the prices will go higher by next year.
True. Well, we don't know what next year could bring. It could bring higher prices or lower prices. The market is always changing. But at least this way you would know, right, what's going on. You would get up-to-date market reports and know exactly what's happening. Right? That's fair to know because it's something that most people, most consumers don't get access to. So me as a real estate agent, I would love to help you out with that.
Okay, that's true. You can send
Okay?
me email.
Cool. So can I get your contact information?
Sure, gives
Great.
contact.
Great. So I'm going to put together that information for you as soon as I can, and I'll text you later and let you know that I sent the email. Is that all right?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. It was great speaking to you, Natisha. You have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Okay.
This side is easier.
Hi, Lawrence.
Yeah.
A quick question.
Uh-huh.
Has there ever been any time that the price is lower?
That prices are going, you mean for the sale of a home?
Yes.
So it depends on area, right? So there are some areas right now that are considerably lower than other areas. For example, like Willingboro, right? Homes in Willingboro are extremely low right now. Like you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for $250,000 in Willingboro. That
Yeah, but
same house, right? Listen,
um,
no, go ahead.
when you said lower, I mean, are you talking about in comparison to other area, or
Yes.
the price is lower than it used to be in that area?
Right. So when I'm saying so like oh you're saying in terms of when I said to them about the prices could be lower next year or higher next year, right?
Exactly.
Right. So the market changes every single year. We don't know what the market's going to look like next year. So I can't say to them with wholeheartedly the prices are going to be higher next year. I can't say to them wholeheartedly the prices are going to be lower. I honestly don't know, but my predictions, right, from me watching market reports and knowing the stat reports, I have a feeling that prices are going to go down next year. Right? This is my own professional opinion of the way the market looks and what's going on in the market. I think that prices are going to go down. You may speak to someone else who say, "Well, I think prices are going to go up." We don't know until we get there. Right? So I can't say either or because of that. Because of the market is always changing. I mean, prices have gone down since the summer to now. We can say that, right? There's going
Really?
to be
I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's me. I just find it difficult because I realize that houses that are very low in maybe 3 or 4 years ago are up now, and they don't ever go back down.
right. Right. So like you're saying, yeah, prices have gone like skyrocketed way
Yeah,
up. But it's the same thing that happened at the end of the pandemic, right? 2021, prices did the same thing. But at the beginning of 2022, they dropped drastically. They went way down, like
really.
bad down.
Hmm.
Last year. Last year's prices for the first quarter of the market, prices were way down. Like I thought this was, it was going to be over. But then they started to pick up in the spring market and the summer market, and prices started to go back up again. Right. And in the fall market, they went back up. This is why this year the prices are so high where they are, because towards the middle to the end of last year, prices started to go up again because they stopped going up in 2021. It hit the bubble because the during right after the pandemic there was this big boom of everyone looking to buy or sell. So prices were kind of in between. But then as the market started to dwindle and inventory started to get low, the prices started to come up. And that's what happened in 2022. Is inventory started to go low, prices started to go way up. And then the interest rates happen. And then here we are, and it's just spiraling out of control. So the prices can definitely go down next year. It just happens like that. It's just the market. Like it can happen like that. Prices can be half of what they were this year, depending on what the economic catastrophes are, because there are going to be some. So we just have to wait and figure out what they are, and then see how that affects our housing market. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just that I mean, maybe it's me anyway, because I've seen houses that I mean there were 300,000 maybe 5 years ago, and now they're 600,000, and that makes me wonder: do prices ever go down, or houses are just going up and up and up and up? No.
No, there's going to be a ceiling that these houses can't get past and break through, because there's no way. So if we go based off of what the numbers have been going up and up and up over these last 5 years, that means that house that was 300,000 is now 600,000, is going to be worth 1.2 million in another year or two,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be to the point where houses are just unaffordable for the average
That's
person.
what is happening right now.
Right. So that bubble has to pop. It cannot last. The same thing happened during the pandemic. Same exact thing, where housing prices were going through the roof. They were going crazy. And then the bubble popped. And then we had to go down on prices, because why I feel prices are going to go down next year, buyers are fed up. Buyers are tired of paying all this extra money. They're tired of competing in a market they can't win in. They're tired of sellers not giving them a perfect house. Right? They're paying all this money. I want my house to be perfect. I want my windows done. I want the flooring to be good. But sellers aren't willing to budge, and they're not willing to make any repairs on these homes, but they want all this money. So I feel like personally that buyers next year are just going to be, right, it's just going to be a ton of houses sitting on the market for a long time. I see that happening next year, unless it's been happening like it's been, where people need to really move or really buy a house or really sell their house. Then that's what's going to happen. But I think all in all, I think it's going to be a little bit of a tougher year next year, and we have to be ready for the rockiness, because it's going to be rocky next year.
I
This
noticed
year,
that with the repairs.
what was that?
I noticed that about the repairs, like the
Right.
houses we've seen, they haven't even upgraded anything.
Right. And they want $650,000 for that house, right?
Yes.
Like, does that
Yes.
make sense? Right.
Right.
But you're not willing to make it worth $650,000. That's the problem. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem that buyers are having.
Mm-hmm.
So to your point, Yinka, prices can go up and down whenever. We don't know. We're just here for the ride, right? We're just here to see what happens. We can't predict it, but we can just go based off of market reports, and I can say, well, the way this is looking, it's not looking good. Inventory is still low. We're 34% lower than we were last year, which means next year that number could double, right? Because we're already 34% low this year. Next year we're still 34% low this year. Next year, right, we add another 34% being lower than this year, right? That puts us as almost in the negative. We are in the negative. We'll be negative 68% over 2 years in inventory. That's crazy. That's more than half of the homes in the state. That's a crazy number. But at the end of the day, we're just here for the ride, and our job is to not try to predict the future, but just keep our clients current on what's happening right now, and keeping ourselves up to the know on what's happening right now in our markets, in the market, in the state, town, country, county, whatever. We have to know exactly what's happening. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Good. So this was a good session again, guys. I hope you all learned something today and got some value out of it. So let's recap what our homework is for the day. So our homework is to, what did I say? Your value proposition. What is going to be your value proposition? What are you going to say? I'm a real estate agent, and, right? I can help you. We're not going to say buy, sell, or invest. Cut those 3 words out of your vocabulary. Don't ever say that again. We are just getting rid of those 3 words. We're not going to help you buy, sell, or invest. They already know we do that once you say you're a real estate agent. It's kind of comes with the territory. right? But what else can I help you with? What other services can I provide to you? So your job today is to write down some services that you can think of, right? What are some ways I can service my clients? And then out of those services that list of services you create, I want you to pick you can at least 3, but I'd rather say 5 services that you're going to provide for your clients. What are 5 things you're going to do for your clients? What are 5 ways you're going to service them? The other thing you're going to do today is to put together your vendor list, right? A lawyer, a home inspector, title company, mortgage company. I also want you to think beyond just those of what I'm saying and think of what else do I need in a transaction, right? Now, these are for buying and selling transactions where you would need a lawyer, home inspector, title company, mortgage company. But what about a renter? What would you need for a renter? Right? What are some services we can use for renters? What are some services we can do for what are some vendors we can use for investors? Right? We can call a construction company. We can get into we can find a handyman, right? Somebody who can do stuff around the house, right? We can find a plumber, an electrician. There's all types of people we can build relationships with. So I want you to focus on just building that team. Then I want you to write, right? I want you to write a script for yourself. What are you going to say when you call someone? Right? Now, this script that you're going to say, this is going to be used for, it can be used for anybody, right? I want you to write a general script that you're going to use. You can even use this when you're speaking to someone in person, right? This is how that script is going to be. It's going to be whatever your conversation looks like when you're in front of someone or when you call someone. Now, I don't want you to go into specifics of I'm calling an absentee owner, I'm calling an expired. No, you're just calling a random regular person, right? What does that conversation look and sound like? And I want you to practice it. And then the next tomorrow when we come back on here, we're going to present them. Yay! Yay! I can't wait. This is going to be so exciting.
Wow.
So make sure you turn that nervousness off tomorrow.
I'm gonna try.
And you guys get ready for everything that I'm going to be throwing at you next week. Next week is going to be, you thought this week was intense. Next week is going to be even further. And that last week, oh God. Oh God. So also you guys should have been working on your lead gen every day, right? Calling your people, adding them into your contacts. How many people have you spoken to so far?
Not 10 a day.
Not 10 a day? What's your number
No.
more like?
It's more like 6,
I'll take 6.
but
I'll take
not
6.
like
I'll take
yesterday.
6 a day.
Yesterday I didn't get to do any, so
Okay, so that means today you got to do 12.
oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Okay.
you got to make up for that. You got to make up for your lost time. But all right, guys, I'm gonna let you all go and get started on your days. Don't forget, do your money-making activities first, and time management, time block out time to do everything else that you have to do, okay? Don't just do it sporadically. Make sure you have time for it and get through the important stuff first. Got it?
Thank you. Yep.
Got it. Have a good day, guys.
Okay, you too.
All right.